As part of our outreach program, multi-arts conducting everyone on Saturday, target 100. So today our guest, our trainer, Miss Radha Gayatri ma'am. Please give your session, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you and welcome.
I hope I am also audible. Yeah. Hello, everybody, and thank you for the opportunity given by multi-arts for today's exclusive program. And today I'll be talking about something very important, facts about why art is very important. Before we go, and also want to appreciate Veena Garu uh, for bringing multi-arts to this stage. From the day I have known her, I have been one of her first trainers. And I'm so glad to be the part of multi-arts. And thank you for once again, Veena Garu, and all the team that's supporting this complete multi-arts and the trainer as well as participants and parents. Understanding arts is very important in our lives. I wanted to say that art is not limiting to either painting, music, dance, theaters, or literatures. I just feel that art holds a unique and vital place in both our personal and professional. And mental well-being. Um, Here for very young students, if I have to, it develops the critical thinking, painting your hand movement, and if I think very intelligently. And if we come back again to anything, something related to music, the memory increases, the focus increases, the concentration increases. So I will not randomly tell you here, just for each and every concept, but I will segregate this into different how an art is divided into few things that are very important. From the young age to the younger children, this art is useful as a powerful tool in enhancing the creativity. So the creativity of young generation is started and is enhanced during the process of teaching arts. So what is writing? Writing is again a form you're teaching the child. What is reading? Reading is a form of teaching the child how to pronounce, how to spell. This all come under art. In my previous sessions, which I have done with multi-arts itself, I have told one beautiful line: art is a mixture of math and science. So here, not only mm, it includes the entire package of improving your creativity as well as enhancing your motor skills as well as focus. And there are so many things. Here, we engage the students' artistical activities, and then we create out of box thinking. And when the child concentrates on some particular thing, so he will there are few kids who draw just as it is they see, and few kids they start developing the creativity inside and they draw. So now again, if it now you sing and then repeat it, there are again few kids who start humming what they like. So here there are energy boosters as well as memory and repetition. There are two sides of art which is going hand in hand. And again, every aspect of their life, like we spilling over this art into every aspect of their life, helping them to become more adaptable and resourceful individual. Now in the corporate world, so many of the parents are working in corporate worlds. You can clearly understand what is the importance of adaptability and how the corporate world is looking for resourceful individuals. So without art, I am 100% sure it is impossible to create that culture, that kind of attitude, that kind of mentality, that kind of personality in a child, so that they can become adaptable, resourceful. Why when the grown-ups are lacking in soft skills? Because when there is some kind of entry of arts into your life, most of the soft skills are also covered, and it is integrated learning. And then for children, I must say, the arts are essential skills, and also, and very importantly, improving the cognitive abilities. Here again, when I'm talking about the cognitive abilities, we are encouraging the children to think out of the box and create so many things and create innovative solutions and many other things. So now again, while improving the cognitive the behavior of a children, what are the activities that you can include in that particular thing is like play musical instruments, you give handwritings, you do the graphology, that's very important part of multi arts, and then drawing, sculpting, and what are this everything draws. This will complete you the required precision and coordination, your mental ability and your hand motor skills. It is a coordination between your mind and your body. And while you're playing your and then while translating this better motor skills, you create and you stimulate your brain to create many beautiful things. The next thing is this leads to the improved academic performance of a child. This doesn't stop with creating, drawing, and coloring and looking at a picture or singing the teacher says no. This itself, it also improves your memory building, it also improves innovation, which in fact leads to your improvement into academic performance in all the subjects. And I'm saying this once again, not only one particular subject, it also improves your math and science. Here, while we're drawing, while we are doing, we create imagination. A child create imagination, draws this picture in his mind, and they remember things. For suppose, let me say in any science subject, while the teacher is teaching growth of a plant. Okay, so the growth of a plant, the child, why do you teach drawing in the classroom? Because while the first stage you are seeding, the germination process and seeding process, germination process, and then growing into little plant, and then first bloom, and then how. So when these all things are said by the teacher in the class, even though if it is not a figurative class also, this child, if she has a habit of arts, if this child is put into arts from the childhood, so she or he will start imagining a pot and a seed and put it inside and then start growing and germinating. So this whole process is drawn inside the mind. Here in multi arts, we have a session called doodle arts. We started it with some children. There are sessions where this doodle art we converted into subject, also into doodles. It is note making. We say in different forms. It's like a note making, doodle arts. Doodle art is like only small picture we're drawing, and these small pictures they create in the brain. And while reading, even today, my child, if he has to do something very important, if that answer is very big, I sit with him, draw the doodle, and make him understand. And that picturization, he represents it back. So representing is practice, which again is a part of drawing a person. When you are teaching the kid art forms and all, he gets patience. During the patience, he sits down at one place and start coloring, listening to the music, singing songs, or writing, or sculpting something, or doing whatever thing you are doing. So the person is first basically sitting. So these days kids they lack the ability to stay at one place and do a thing continuously, which is very important for studies also, right? So here again, when the kid starts first sitting down, he will start even studying. Once he consolidate things by figuring it out, so this will also be able, I mean, he will also be able to recreate it, represent it in the form of questions, answers, or whatever the fill in the blanks, because he has everything in his mind picturized. Why stories are very important? Storytelling is very important. Yes, when we were children, everything is told in the story, the creative imagination. Very, very unfortunately, these days, science and technology has given everything in the form of a video. Now, when a child doesn't understand anything, he goes to Google first and asks Google, what's the answer for this? And it not only shows the answer, it also shows a view to video. And in this YouTube video, there are many content creators. What have they done? They have created everything in animation form. Again, animation comes under art, but this child is not doing the art directly. He's looking at the animation, cartoons, and everything. What's happening? The ability to create is gone. The child is unable to reproduce it in the mind. So they are struggling while they are rehearsing in the class, while they are reading. They are this word called batti. So that is like very important for all the parents, they know. So the child is struggling to remember it just because he has to say repeatedly and remember rather than imagining it and creating it in his mind. So now how it is done? When a child is put into arts, the ability to create it inside improves. The ability to imagine improves, and thus he can reproduce whatever he's creating, and his academic grades also simultaneously improve. If you have seen many heroes or heroines or whatever the actors and everybody, when you clearly hear them, uh, they already say, they memorize things and say, but how? Because of the performance. How do they do this? They create everything inside the mind and they reproduce. So now again, they see the scene, they imagine the scene, understand the scene thoroughly inside the mind. They create it, and then they can represent the words. They understand the script. Okay. So similarly, arts also help each and every child to recreate everything in whatever the form they are. Now, for suppose if I am a child or I am a parent or whoever I am, want to remember something. If I am a person who know drawing, what will I do? I draw, I remember things in the form of drawing. Okay. There are, when I was child or when I was growing, there was something popularly told in China and Japan. They sing songs while sleeping, and the kids remember that. Okay. What happens here? There is a music or a tone that goes inside. Again, improves the concentration. The child starts hearing continuously. Means child is concentrating some time, dedicating some time in understanding and remembering it. Now, this is music. Again, there are so many other forms, not only drawing, music, or instruments, or whatever it is, whatever the form of the art that you are taking, there is some kind of uh, um, what do you say? There is some kind of implication that happens in the academic improvement also. Now we are talking about art improvement or academic improvement. We will move further. There is a important and very, very, very important, that is emotional well-being of a person. What is emotional well-being of a person? Here we're talking about kids till now. Even now, whatever I am talking, it is applicable even for elders. Every one of us are undergoing a lot of amount of pressure and so much of stress. We already say we're able to balance, we're trying anger management sessions. You don't need anything. Art itself is a therapy. Art itself gives you the ability to overcome all the hindrances that you have got. What does art do? For both children and adults, art provides a healthy outlet for expressing the feelings. If you can draw and you want to think something, you like beautiful things, you just love something and you want it to represent, there is a way to put it. So you know how to put it out. When you do not know how to let it out, there is a stress that created inside. Either it be anger, either it be a happiness, but there is a way to vent out. When there is no way to vent out, I hope you agree with me. Not only stress comes from anger issues, but also the stress comes when there is nobody to share your happiness. You feel depressed. Oh no, I'm so happy. I have accomplished something, but there is no one to share. I want anybody to please put in comments if you have felt something like this. You're already happy. You're already like, oh wow, I have accomplished something, but oh, hope I have somebody to share. This also creates some kind of insight anxiety, but we do not know the anxiety is created because of this. Understood? So, this kind of stress relief, how can you put it out? Either you have to articulate and talk to somebody, either you have to go to therapies, or you have to put it out. But if you're an art person, you can sing out your happiness into music. If you can play chess and win something and express it, or if you are writing in a graphology, sorry, writing in this handwriting classes, beautiful art forms, calligraphy, and all, you're venting your happiness, you're venting your anger, you put out your emotions. So, this emotional expression relieves your stress. Not only for adults, understand parents, there is very much stress, even in the kids these days. The child is undergoing so much pressure, but when he has that ability of putting it out in words, articulate in words, sing, draw, any form of outlet of his emotion, it has a significant impact on his well-being. I hope you agree with me on this. Now, okay, there's one more very important aspect of the art. When you draw something, there is an accomplishment. When you sing, when somebody praises you, wow, what a tone, what a voice, how beautiful your voice is, how beautiful you're remembering the swaras, how what the fantastic dancer, how did you do this movement? If somebody praises you, will it definitely build your confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, or not? Kids need self confidence. When you say, oh my God, wow, Shriya, what a performance! I haven't seen this kind of performance. What is the level of the boost that you are giving the child? Understood? So, how does this come for the child? Just because you wanted to say, okay, baby, you are so beautiful, you're so good, you're good at doing this, boost is some 20%. But understand, if that kid can also draw, can also sing, can also dance, can also perform something, perform theatrical art, perform a drama, whatever it is, can do calligraphy, can do math like this, anything, in anything you say. And once she accomplishes for herself, she feels so happy. And then somebody else praises her, understand the amount of self-confidence boost that she might get. So this is where the art is playing a crucial role in building self-confidence. And also it reinforces the idea of hard work in the child. Not only child, if this happens to any elder, if suppose a housewife who is very tired of daily chores and she wanted to accomplish something, She drew a beautiful painting at house nobody is praising. Okay, my so suppose her husband is not at all like, is not into arts and he doesn't want to praise. And for say this woman keeps it in YouTube or in any forum or in any social group, and somebody starts praising her, even though the family is not supporting her, understand how much relief she is getting by expressing the ideas, how much sense of accomplishment and the improvement in her self-worth. Understand, women are losing the self-worth these days. I have been working with NGOs, I have been working with corporates. I'm training children and younger children, young adults, and also women in this particular area of self-worth, financial independence, and so many other things like soft skills and adaptability. I've been training everything, and I connect all the dots. It comes into like people who are able to draw or represent or to dance, to sing or anything. They have the ability to, they are resilient, they have the ability to come back, and at least the amount of coming back, the amount of resilience they have is amazing. So that's, when does it start? It can start at any age, but if you're starting it from the child, the amount is tremendous. Okay, so there is like, these things are generalized, these things are very beautiful. There is one more thing that's very, 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 very important, is cultural awareness. Cultural awareness, we are fostering, and we're fostering empathy, and then we are exposing ourselves to artists while learning too many things. We know about MS Subbalakshmi singing. MS Subbalakshmi is a comedian, or I think so, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but still, she's a comedian, but when she sings in the songs of different languages, see, the cultural awareness, and then again the traditions that we're working on. For suppose when I teach art forms, I teach Varli, I teach Madhubani, and when I teach different other art forms Pattachitra. So I don't only teach the art form, I also teach the traditions behind why did it start, where did it start, which is the culture that started this, what is the reason they started the art form. I teach the first day all the nitty-gritties of the art form. So first we understand what is the reason it started. Second, we understand what is the purpose of the art form. Third, we go to what is the art form, like how it starts, what we do, and the fourth one is cultivate your own art. Do not stick to something which is already there. Emerge, evolve from what you know. So there are 4 to 5 steps we do here. In multi-arts, I have been seeing all the faculty, they're doing the tremendous job, and they are cultivating uh, the emotional bonding, they're cultivating the happiness, and I really have this strong feeling that if you're joining multi-art sessions, all the faculty is in alignment with the joy of providing uh, confidence, building confidence, emotional expression. They know each and everything. They're not only teaching the art for you, they're also teaching the importance of art without knowing, without words, or without saying this is the reason I'm doing this, this is the reason. They're fostering your focus, concentration, your decision making skills. There are lots of things that are improving inside you or inside your child, and creating a beautiful you with enhanced self-worth and self-ability and confidence. It's a lot of confidence is built in you. So this is one of the most beautiful thing that I wanted to say today. Thank you, Krishni. Thank you, Veena Garu, for providing an opportunity. for letting me talk about the importance of art in today's session. Thank you so much.